carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Rise, rise, keep on rising, rise, rise, rise.
Good evening and welcome to the Toon Review, second live show of the day. And I'm so happy to be back with my old sidekick, Danielle. It's absolutely amazing to have you back. Where you belong and where obviously Dave was wanting you for a long time, back in that square on the screen. So welcome back. And
Thank you.
if you do enjoy the show tonight, guys, as I said earlier on in the first live show today, I did earlier on with Barry. So if you haven't checked that out, go and see that after the show, just about transfers and stuff. But what I said was that obviously Tuesday's tribute show was for Dave, and everything that I collected from Super Chats and ad revenue from that show, today's earlier show, and tonight's show will all be put towards something for Dave to remember him by in liaison with the family. So tonight's the final show of that. So anything that I make from ad revenue or super chats tonight is going to the pot for that. So thank you very much for your kindness already. We've had a couple of super chats come in. Chippers, 50 quid, mate. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Charles.
Absolutely brilliant. And you know, he'd be so proud of you for that. Thank you very much. PD Proudlock as well, 20 quid for Dave. Thank you so much, buddy. Everything helps. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you. And Cameron Rob, 449 super chat. Absolutely love what you do. Hopefully be able to get up to the Toon to watch some games. Now my situation has changed. Well, hopefully we'll see you there. And Trolls, thanks again. Another £50, 50 kroner. Thank you so much, mate. Really, really appreciate it. We'll go through some early comments, Danielle, just so I don't get so far behind again.
Yeah, when you're doing, before you do that, can I just say something? I know I've been away from the channel for a while. I'm back, and I'm not back to take Dave's place. I just wanted everyone in the chat to know that there's no intention of me replacing Dave. I'm just simply picking up his light from that he left behind.
The mantle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he would want. And I just want it to be clear that
well, his long-term goal was to have all three of us on, wasn't it? So you're not taking his place at all. He wanted the three of us to be sort of hosts on the channel, and you know, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But you know, like you said, you're picking up the mantle, and you know, that's what counts. It's not taking his place at all. Yeah. And one thing is, you'll be looking down watching the show now, proud as punch that you're back. Simple as that. So that's what it's all about. But I don't think anybody would ever suggest that anyway, Danielle. So you know, we knew you'd come back eventually when the time was right, and exactly the time isn't what we thought it would be, but you know, that's just the way it is at times. But he'd be looking down proud.
Yeah, he would.
Lee says, evening, Paul, just thinking it would be great if we could have a minute's applause for Dave on the 69th minute of the match. Is there any way of doing this if Dave's family would be happy with it? I don't know if anything's happening this Saturday. I do know something's in the programme for the Watford game.
Yeah.
Something for Dave in there. And I think it would give everybody a bit of time. You know, if something happened against Watford, because I think with it being a cup game, I'm not sure, you know, I know it's sold out, but if you see where I'm going in a minute with this, I don't think if it's a cup game, then the people that normally might be at a Premier League game might not be there because it might have been taken up by tickets for for everybody else who doesn't normally get to a Premier League game. So I think it would give us more time to try and get in touch with the club. Certainly, I'm going to do that and see if the club can put something out to say, look, this is what happened with Dave. We're going to have a minute's applause in the 69th minute, so everybody's aware of it. It just gives a bit more time to plan it, basically.
Yeah. Good shout.
So we're hoping to do that. A couple more super chats have come in. £5 from Sean Lavak. Or Lovac, thank you very much, Sean. Really appreciate that. And another 250 quid from Michael Marsden. Michael, that's absolutely incredible. He's put a little comment saying, "Hi, Paul and Danielle. Nice to see you back."
Oh, thank you, Michael. It's nice to be back.
That is so generous, Michael. And like I say, we're meeting up for a coffee shortly. Really looking forward to that. Evening, Paul and Danielle, says Matthew. ASM will probably start up front against Watford if we don't have a striker in by then. I'm hoping we will. I know, time's pressing on for the Watford game, but I have my theories as to why Trippier hasn't been announced yet either. So we just have to be calm, everybody. Steph, good evening. Evening, everybody. Anyone going on Saturday? Yeah, I am. I'll be there. And I know you were panicking about Trippier signing earlier on. It will be done probably tomorrow morning. I believe it's paperwork. It's Atletico Madrid side. So somebody's apparently off with COVID, off sick, and can't get the paperwork through. So somebody else is doing it tomorrow morning. So it's nothing to panic about. 7 days to make one signing is a bit of a joke, says 80s Gamer.
14 years to make any kind of signings is a lot longer.
Yeah, isn't it just though? Just look at who even the reports of us making, transfer offers for these really big players is completely different to anything we've known under Mike Ashley, and it's weird. That's what the incredible thing is.
It's strange. It's a little bit unnerving. You think, is this real?
Yeah,
amazing though.
It's crazy. I've just watched John Sinclair's stream, and he's like, when Vlahovic is mentioned, he's like, no, he'll stay in Italy. He's got no chance of coming to Newcastle. He'll go to Juve and all of this. And I'm thinking, John, seriously, man. You need to just sit back and have a word with yourself. We are competing with the big boys now,
Yeah.
And Vlahovic came out and said that he turned Arsenal down, but he's going to a club with a project. Now, a project is not Man City because, their project is well underway. Juventus, there's no project there.
I wonder who it could be.
Well, I don't know. But why... this is what I mean, and this is what I've had digs with John about in the past, is that he needs to start realizing that the money is there and we can attract the players. And I said to Barry earlier on the other show, we can attract these players now. Kieran Trippier is a statement. He could have gone to Man United. He could have gone anywhere else. We've got an England international who was in the Spanish team of the year last season, and he's coming to Newcastle. So, come on. This is what we all wanted when the takeover happened. And now it's happening. People are still saying, oh, well, he won't come or he won't come or he won't. We don't know. So
we don't know what's happening behind it. We don't know what Amanda, Merdad, and whoever they've got helping
exactly
is doing. And I'm sure they're working non-stop. And I think you're right with Kieran Trippier. I think once it's all announced and it's all done, it opens the kind of gates then for other big players to come in and follow his lead.
100%.
But hey, I'll wait.
Yeah, definitely. Alan Reed, thank you very much for the £20 super chat, matey. Really, really kind of you. Thank you. Neil says Warren Barton is saying he's looking forward to meeting up with his old Toon mates on Saturday. Will there be a parade of old players with the new signings? 52,000 would be a great welcome. There won't be a player parade, mate. Unfortunately, they're not allowed on the pitch due to COVID regulations and stuff like that. But listen, it's just good to know that the likes of Warren Barton and Mickey Quinn and all them are coming back on Saturday, and the club have reached out and are getting these players involved. And
about time.
Danielle, for 52,000, sellout for Cambridge United, who are 16th in League One. I'm not obviously dissing them or anything, but for us to get a sellout for an FA Cup third round game like that, just incredible.
It's amazing. And it just shows the power behind this fan base, and when we're united, we really are. And this is just what we needed. This takeover's happened now. We're making moves in the window. We're putting in these mental bids for people that we could only ever dream of before, and everybody's on board. Everyone wants to be part of it. And the beauty of an FA Cup game is it's for families as well. Families who wouldn't normally go. It's cheap enough and affordable enough for people who've got like a big family to all go together. And that's
well,
the beauty
me
of
and
it.
Susan are taking the 3 kids. You know, they're dead excited. You know, Susan and Lily have never been, so it's their first time in St James's Park. And when I took Ben and Phoebe earlier on in the season, of course, it was against Burnley in the Carabao, and level 7 was closed. They're going to see for the first time ever 52,000 in that ground. And it's just going to be such an emotion. And for me to be able to take the family and say, this is my club, and sort of welcome them in, and sort of say, you know, this is St James's Park, and see the little faces when they walk in. Incredible, you know, and that's
Absolutely.
the moment.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, these cup games are for, you know, the reduced price tickets. Bring your family along, get everybody in, and that's what the FA Cup's about, really. Another £20 super chat from Geordie Bill. Thank you so much for the king, mate. May he rest in peace. Another £4.49 from Cameron Robb as well. Thank you, mate. Got to shoot. If you hear a cheer when we score from the Cambridge end, you know where it's come from. Love you all. Take care. Thanks, buddy. Pedro says it's our first transfer window under the new owners. Why do people moan? For fuck's sake, let's get behind this with positivity.
It's PTSD.
Exactly.
It's PTSD. That's what it is. So it's the whole like trauma from 14 years of crap and being led down the garden path, and we couldn't get it over the line. And Keith Downey's sitting outside his closed training ground at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on transfer deadline day. It's all of that. So it's going to take a while to get out of habit, but this is it. Like, this is what we've been waiting for all this time. This is
a bit of patience. Just a bit of patience.
Oh man, I'm loving it. Me, I can't stop. I mean,
you know what? I mean, I know that this Cambridge game on Saturday is probably going to come too early for Trippier as well. I mean, I don't expect it. Maybe he's a substitute. I don't know, but you never know. If he's announced earlier in the morning, then fair enough, maybe. But you know what? It's the Watford game that, you know, these new signings. So I would expect a couple of signings possibly over the weekend or early next week in preparation for that Watford game, which is massive.
Huge.
So you know, the Cambridge game, I want to see a few of the youngsters in there. I don't know about you, Danielle, but young Dylan Stevenson, who's doing really well.
I was just going to say Dylan Stevenson, Joe. Who else do I want to see? Oh, there's so many of them that are so talented. And this is ideal for them. Let's give the kids a run and see what they can do. They're talented. Well, it would be silly to go all out for it and put what we have got fit.
I mean, I think Eddie will go with sort of a bit of mixture of experience and youth.
Yeah, I do.
And I think, you know, again, no disrespect to Cambridge, but we are expected to win the game. And, you know, certainly with a 52,000 crowd behind them, you know, that is certainly going to be, or should be, a straightforward game for Newcastle. But we know that the FA Cup can throw up results here and there. And the fact that Cambridge are bringing 5,000 fans, which is incredible.
Amazing.
For a team so low down in League One, but it's their cup finalists, and you know, players can sort of always perform better than their actual level when they're playing the FA Cup. But
of course.
This is a game where exactly, but this is a game that we should be winning. Brian Johnson, thank you very much for becoming a member. Finally, I know you've been wanting to do it for a while, mate. So thank you and welcome to the family, buddy. Do you expect to see Dwight Gale involved at all?
Nobody will be, I think. We're not going to get rid of him by Saturday, I don't think. Not at least until we've got somebody else to come in. Yeah, probably.
I have a feeling he will as well.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm being a bit mean
on anybody else, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm being a bit mean on him, because I just feel like he's just good old Molio. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just, everyone knows he's the mole. And I just think he's got now about him, has he? Like, there's nothing.
He doesn't inspire you, does he? I mean, he's come on a couple of times as substitute this season, and he's looked a bit sort of, I don't give a toss kind of thing. You know, he's done nothing when he's been on the pitch. But
you never know.
No, you don't. I mean, if he scores a few goals, that'll do him the world of good, and maybe alert some championship teams, because I genuinely think that's where his level is.
It
And
absolutely
listen,
is.
there's a few teams in the championship who'll be crying out for a signing like Dwight Gale to help them make that final push to either the playoffs or automatic promotion.
We could send him to Bristol City for Annie, couldn't we?
Well, Annie said regularly that he'd take him. So, but there's a club that, you look at the likes of Bristol City, who are, let's face it, kind of a sleeping giant. They're a decent sized club, Bristol City, and never seem to be around that promotion area for some reason. They never seem to get there. And you think, right, strikers like Dwight Gale could go there, bag loads of goals, become some sort of hero down there, and push them onto the playoffs. But there just doesn't seem to be interest in our players at all, apart from obviously Sean Longstaff today. Chipper says, Aaron Ramsey not in the Juventus squad. I feel a double signing incoming. Yeah, there is rumours of that, because he is in England. Juventus sent him back over here, and I just wonder. You never know if things are done in. I mean, to be honest, Aaron Ramsey, if that was done, that would be kind of, the most secretive transfer of them all, because normally somebody has a camera somewhere.
Absolutely. Or somebody spots a plane somewhere, or somebody sees someone in a motorway service station somewhere, or that kind of thing. But I said it earlier in the show earlier today, just bring them all in. Like, just open the gates and let's just have a complete refresh.
We know you want the checkbook. That still hasn't gone away. That urge for the checkbook.
Just let's go mad, and let's do what we need to do to stay up. And then in the summer, let's go get Connor Cody, because he's not coming now. So in the summer, we'll go for him. He can just stay on the back burner for now.
Let's just play the big boys and put a few goals past Cambridge. Don't want to risk a pointless replay.
There's no replays, I don't think.
No, they've scrapped the replays, haven't they? Because of COVID. So, listen, I don't think it'll go to extra time and penalties or anything like that. I think we will, even if we'll go in just 1-0 up. I think we'll have enough on the bench to maybe put on. Whether he's going to start with the likes of ASM and you just don't know, because we've had injuries in the squad. We've had COVID there, so we don't know who is actually fit yet until Eddie Howe's press conference tomorrow. And then we'll see who's available.
What we have to bear in mind as well is that Cambridge have got massive injury problems in the defence.
They have.
So, I mean, I know we've got pretty much nothing up front, but why don't we bring old Hendricks on? Good.
Wow,
have you seen his hair?
No.
Apparently he's had his hair cut or cut off.
No.
That's what I've heard.
No. Jason will be distraught.
Oh, I know. We can't
oh my
God.
God.
Anymore, can we?
I mean, Jesus, can you imagine?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
That's what I've heard. So,
that's ruined my night. No, if he's had his hair cut. I mean,
I'm sure he has. Either that or someone's like proper condas with a really good Photoshop. But literally,
do you know what it is, though?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd play Hendrick. I would.
He's nicked a couple of goals,
Yeah, I mean, he's not as bad as everybody makes out. He's a decent midfielder.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe he's
I'll let you away with that one.
Well, I'll put it out there. He's a hard worker, and I think he deserves a shot against Cambridge. And just rest a few others. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure Big Joel start on Saturday. I think he might be rested, but then again,
I don't know, man, because he's up for it.
It depends who we've got available. That's the thing. We don't know who we've got available yet. Toonami says, evening, Paul, mate. Everybody needs to chill. The club is working hard. January transfer window is not easy. And the reason Madrid has not signed paperwork, they have a game tonight. Yeah, they have a game tonight, but they've also got a COVID problem with the official admin staff. So there is a problem with paperwork. But listen, it's going to get sorted. It will be announced tomorrow. There is, no doubt about that. By the way, John Sinclair did say if Vlahovic signs for Newcastle, he's going to donate 50 quid to the food bank. So
get in there.
Yeah, and I'm going to add to that, if we do sign Vlahovic, John Sinclair will donate £50 to the food bank, and against Watford, he will also do a dance in a Newcastle United mankini in front of 9 Bar. There you go. I'm putting it out there now. Go for it, John. Go for it, John. She was 69. Evening, Paul and Danielle. Wish something will be made official, though the suspense and wait is killing me. I know it's flashbacks to the takeover, isn't it, Danielle? Just when you kind of know it's going to happen, but you just don't know when. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, and I think the picture that was on social media earlier of him standing on the side of the pitch
Well,
with
that was
someone.
definitely him because he was in the
I'm
exact same
like,
suit that he
but
left the hotel with.
you know what? Do you remember when we had all this with the new manager and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, this person's here and this person's here, and it was blatantly Alan Shearer and Gary Neville on the side of the pitch doing
Yeah.
the overlap.
Yeah.
I was zooming in on this picture today saying I'm just making absolutely sure this time that this is definitely.
Well, it was
Kieran
definitely
Downie.
him because I mean he was wearing the same suit. But
Yeah,
I want to know who the big guy was next to him. Me and Barry were talking about that earlier on today. He is a unit, whoever that is.
I've also heard that again, shooters if I'm wrong, but I don't know actually not actually shooters, but
Well, no.
I've heard that Yasser Al-Ruman's coming over to do the shots.
Yeah, and
with the new
I've heard
signings.
that's why the delays. Probably the
Oh,
major
let me know.
thing is
I
that
love
he
him.
wants to fly in. And
You know what I
can't really
think
blame
about him? Ever since the Tottenham game, and you saw the emotion in his face when he was reading that flag, the Gallagher flags, you could see it in his face. He obviously wasn't sure what kind of reception he was going to get because he's from Saudi Arabia, and I just thought I just love him. I just think
it was just a joy to see, and it's not
fantastic.
He's been to games after that as well. It's not the only game he came to.
Yeah.
So I can understand if he's wanting to be there as sort of the owner of the football club and sort of the big signings that we're making. He wants to be there for the official unveiling of these players, and that's fine. If he's on his way over, then so be it. And you can understand that. John Doe says, good to see you back, Danielle.
Thanks, John.
Joel says, hey, Danielle. Majestic Pillow says, yay, Danielle. 80s Gamer says, Diego Carlos is the one I really want. Yeah, he's a fantastic defender, him. And, again, we've gone in there, we've inquired. You just never know what's going to happen now. It's just a case of patience, guys. It's a case of patience. Evening, chaps and chapesses. Good day, says Dam. Raja, good afternoon, good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are, matey. Brian says, Danielle with applause. See, I told you they'd all be glad to see you back. Neil says, welcome back, Danielle. So happy to see you back on the show.
Thanks, Neil.
Good to see you back, Danielle, and you too, Paul. Cheers, matey. Evening, Paul and Danielle, or Daniel, as John would say. Yeah,
I've been called worse though, so he's
I know, but surely after this amount of time, he'd think, right, seriously. ADB says, Paul, I sacked Twitter, got features limited again for now. It's nuts. Yeah, well, Twitter's just not real life. It's we all know who the good people on there are.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Julie says, welcome back, Danielle.
Love you, Julie.
Thomas, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, trolls. Yeah, obviously, that Raja looks like a bit of a comedian, so I'm chucking him. Oh, he's blocked anyway. Yeah, he's been blocked anyway. Good work behind the scenes. Ab says, great to see Danielle back, the only person who could fill the immense boots of King Dave. But as she said, she's not filling his boots. She's just on here
I'm just here because I belong here, but also it's because Dave wanted me back. And I just was going to take a little bit more time. But given what's happened this week, there was nothing else I could have done. But I wasn't going to leave you on your own to do this. So that's why I'm here.
That is because she's special, guys. And this is our home.
Well,
and it'll always be home.
I've been called special before, but not for that reason, Paul.
Well, needs as well. Yes, I understand that. But, look, at the end of the day, this is, people have missed you, and this is your home, and you're back in your rightful place. It's just a shame that Dave's not with us.
He is.
Well, he is, but you know what I mean. To put all three of us on here, but hey ho, Dave will be. I keep thinking he's sitting next to us. I seriously keep feeling a prod in my side when I'm taking the mickey out of someone, and I don't
used
know.
to do that, so
I know it's weird. Jinxie177, thank you very much for the 20 quid super chat. Hello, Paul and Danielle. So sad to hear about Dave, RIP. Ryan, thanks for the $2 super chat, matey. RIP Geordie Grandpa Dave. If you haven't seen Ryan's little video he did for Dave, it was absolutely beautiful, to be honest. Really heartfelt. It was his first ever YouTube video that he's done. And he did it in dedication to talking about Dave, basically. It was a wonderful, wonderful gesture for him. So please go and check that out. It's just his name, his YouTube channel is his name on the screen there. Go and check that out. And it is a lovely tribute to him. Good evening, Jade. Evening, everyone. Good to see you back, Danielle.
Hi, Jade.
Evening, chaps and ladies. 50 is the least I could do. Listen, anything
Listen,
is.
don't you know?
Doesn't
There's
matter.
going to be no tears tonight, mine. So stop.
No, exactly. Because I know for a fact they will be haunting us if we put any more tears on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, matey. SJ says info for everyone. Unfortunately, Dean isn't interested in signing at the moment. Coutinho going to Villa is looking more likely, but Aaron Ramsey to Newcastle is gaining heat. Strange, because I mean, you know, we were saying earlier about Lucas Dean, Danielle, and the fact that if he doesn't want to come to Newcastle, then we don't want players. We don't want, if they're not committed to the cause, you know, and they say they don't want to come, then that's it. Cut off, move on, and look for somebody else.
And I think that's very much the ethos that the club have got. I think there was talk of the manager situation when we all know who came out and said he'd turned down a position that he hadn't been offered, that he kind of burned his bridges. So that don't come quarreling later on when we're really successful and players are banging down my door to get in. So that's fine. I don't want a dressing room full of players who don't want to play for the shirt. So yeah, that's all right.
Exactly. Stu says nice piece in the Chronicle about King Dave. Wasn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing.
I saw it last night at 1 o'clock. It obviously created overnight. And I was just trying to doze off to sleep, and that was it. So I thought
sleep was gone.
But luckily, like I don't kind of get any papers, but Lee's at work tonight, and before the shop shuts tonight, he has to like pack up all the papers to send back, the ones that haven't been sold. So he sent us some photos of the page.
It's unbelievable, and again, it's a measure of the man and how many hearts he touched across the northeast and
just lovely
in the archery world as well. Unbelievable.
It's lovely to see his face. Everyone in my work knows who he is now, because I've been sending the link out to everybody on Teams today, saying this is my friend. How marvelous is he?
Just brilliant, just brilliant. And that photo that I tweeted out at the food bank against Man United, you know, of me and him, that last ever photo that we got together. I mean, I will treasure that photo forever.
And so you should, because
obviously
it's an
I've got other
photo.
photos, but that one has now a real sort of bearing on me and things like that. And it's a really nice photo, to be honest. And thank you again to the food bank for sending it to me, because I didn't have a copy of that. And it's lovely.
I really regret not getting a photo with him, actually. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was just really happy in the moment.
Yeah, but Danielle, you've got lots of photos in your memory bank. That's
honestly, all the memories I've got, even just looking over on previous shows tonight, of all the laughs we've had, and you know, all the little
one. Boy, there was a few, and that one you said you tweeted out the tracksuit man. Jesus, just unbelievable.
Nobody that does it better, though, is there?
No, he did look like he reminded me of Bobby Robson when he was sitting there in a tracksuit, looking like a football manager. But he did that sometimes. You never knew how he was going to dress on screen. Certainly the Q&A, I never expected for a million years he'd turn up in a suit. That was just incredible. Julie says, Danielle, no one would ever think that. He loved you. He loved Paul. He loved seeing the family coming together. Exactly. Charles says, we know Danielle and he would want you to be here. Caitlin and Nick, good evening. Dave would love to see you back, just like the rest of us are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Chipper's fantastic gesture. It's the only thing that Chippers is ever going to be praised for in his life. So,
now I'm channeling the old kid there. Now.
I know, I'm kidding. You may not be here to replace Dave the Rave, but you have to have the aggressive food bank bucket.
I think I'd suit it. Do you not think?
I think you would, Danielle. I think you could definitely take that mantle up. Definitely. Geordie, and good evening, everyone. Hope this is all as well as can be. Ian says the cups are important, but not this season. Our Premier League status is vital. Play as many reserves and youngsters that we can. Look, in a way, Warren, thank you for the 17.99 super chat, matey. Evening, Paul and Danielle. Hope you're both okay. Been thinking about you all this week. Here's my donation for Dave. RIP to an absolute legend will be a big miss. Thanks, Warren. Really kind of you, mate.
Thank you.
About the cups, Danielle, and this, you know, when we go into this game on Saturday, I want us to win. I don't want us to lose, because I think winning breeds winning. And the situation that we are in at the minute, a good cup run surely that'll get the confidence going in the team.
Yeah, I can see what people are saying, and I take that point. It is fair to say that, you know, we're in quite a precarious situation right now, and we should be, you know, saving ourselves really for Watford and everything that comes after. However, wouldn't it be nice though, a little cup run? Wouldn't it be a little bit cheeky? The Saudi mags taking the cup.
Yeah, exactly. And how many people would that piss off across the United Kingdom?
So many.
Holy cow.
And also, they don't use VAR in the FA Cup, do they?
I'm not sure. I think there might be this year. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out Saturday, I guess. Paul, can you please try and get me a Watford programme, please? I'd really like that. Of course I will. Yeah, no problem. Wow, Michael. Applauding Michael for that fantastic gesture. Eddie says we simply have to beat Watford this month and need a striker in time or two. We need to have a striker, at least one, by the Watford game. I don't really want to play ASM up front. Like we said earlier, I think on Saturday they'll probably play Dwight Gale to start. I'd love to see Dylan Stevenson on the bench as well. Because
Joe White.
Joe White. Listen, there's about 4 or 5 I think that could feature.
Anderson.
Elliot Anderson could actually start. I mean, Matty Longstaff might even start.
Oh, I think we'll see Matty. I think we'll see him on Saturday.
And that's the thing is just giving these guys a run out and maybe just proving to Eddie Howe what they can do, these kids, because at the end of the day, some of these academy players will come through, and we've got to try and be that club as well, as rich as we are, but that has an academy that does churn out players. We know Man City do it now, Chelsea do it. It's got to be our turn. And
I think that's part of the plan, to kind of feed through more players from the academy into the first team, get more kids coming through. And I think we should. I think, we haven't got a full strength team anyway, for obvious reasons, but let's just put the kids out. Let's put who we've got out and let's see what we can do. And let's hope we get no silly injuries and nothing.
Well, you'll always get the people saying, "Oh, don't play these because they might get injured." But listen, they might get injured waking up and getting out of bed in the morning. They might stand on one of the kids' pieces of Lego, slip, break an ankle. You just never know. And, football is all about playing football matches at the end of the day. Brian says, there's no need to worry about anything like that, Danielle. We all know what the truth is. Lovely. And it's great to hear and see you.
Thank you.
Well, she says, do you think we can beat Cambridge and Watford, Paul?
Really?
Damn right I do.
Yeah.
Watford are blisteringly bad at the minute. I mean, there's no getting away from that. They are as bad as Burnley and Norwich right now. And yeah, I know they've had injury problems and COVID issues as well. But listen, they've lost the last 6 or 7, is it? They are in a downward spiral. And I think given that we're at home, given the atmosphere, given the new signings that might be in that team, come on. The place will be bouncing and the players will respond to that. I've no doubt about that.
It feels like we've come off a winning streak. There's a weird kind of feeling, like a bit of momentum in the fan base, whether it be the transfer window and everyone's really excited, and it feels different.
It does. I mean, this whole transfer window feels different, to be honest. I'm not used to hearing reports of Newcastle bidding for players. It's crazy. There were rumours on Twitter saying he didn't clear his medicals and made me very angry. His medical's passed, mate. There's no worries about the medical at all. Don't worry about
Graves
that.
said everything's fine. So everything's fine.
Thomas says he bet £6.10 that we beat Cambridge. Well, go and stick that on, matey. You never know.
Sorry, Paul, but I was literally just watching one of the old fan forums earlier. Oh, it wasn't. It was Jason's stream actually on the day of that whole event of the toll and the £6.10, and it was Dave going on saying, "Well, actually, don't tell Paul this, but he didn't have to go down that road. He could have took this road and this road and this road and this road." And I just piped up and went, "Probably best not tell him though." And he was like, "I'll keep quiet."
And then Billy piped up and said, "Well, if I'd known he was coming down, I could have invited him for a cup of tea to bake." But he knew damn well I was going down. Honestly, crazy. Musical Magpies asked, does the club want to keep the Longstaff brothers? I don't think they want to keep Sean. I think they want Sean out the door.
I think, I agree, but I also think he won't go until someone else comes in.
Well, listen, Matty, I don't know about. I don't know whether, Eddie's going to have a look at Matty and say, right, is he got a few? It didn't happen for him at Aberdeen, which worries me as to why. He's going to the Scottish League, which isn't as competitive, which isn't as good as the Premier League. We know that. And it didn't happen for him. He was left out quite a lot. And, eventually he's back. I don't know. I think with Sean, I think Sean's been poor this season. I think, if he's honest with himself, he would probably admit to that as well. I think Sean could, we know that Rafa is a massive fan of Sean Longstaff. And I think he's told the Everton hierarchy to go and get him and come to some agreement. And I think Rafa probably in the back of his mind was hoping that a deal could have been done, in exchange for Lucas Dean, plus money going their way.
Yeah.
That still might happen. That still may happen. We don't know yet. But
a lot of time left.
There's a lot of time left. Luke said we've got a big African lad in the under-21s. Get him up. I'm not sure who that is. Adam,
but I absolutely.
But if he's good enough, I'd put him in. It's a holiday in Spain, Paul. Nothing open. Again, another reason. Ryan says everyone look at Romano's tweet regarding Trippier.
I haven't seen it. Can someone?
Well, he said it's all done.
Good.
Which is pretty much what.
Well, of course it is. He was at the ground getting his photo taken.
I know. Julie says everyone just chill. It will happen. Relax. Wayne says, evening everyone, I'm stuck home with Rona at the moment. So is Julie. So Julie's got the Rona as well. So welcome to the Rona club. How many signings are you expecting this week? Listen, there's so many different stories out there. Is Aaron Ramsey in Newcastle? Are they just waiting to sign him up and then present a double? Because like Barry said earlier on, remember when Keegan presented Barton, Albert and Ferdinand in the one day? We've never seen a day like that since. So for me, there might be a possibility that those guys, it could happen.
And also, if Yassir is wanting to get involved every time there's a signing, he's not going to be nipping hour every couple of days, is he?
Yeah.
He's going to want to get everything done in one go. So there's another reason why maybe.
Yeah. Definitely.
Interesting.
Toonza says talks that his reps have travelled to Manchester. That's a load of rubbish, by the way, Toonza, because I know for a fact his representatives are in Jesmond as we speak. So
Jesmond Dean House, by any chance?
Well, I'm not saying, but they're in Jesmond. They are not in Manchester, and I don't know where that rumour came from. They are definitely not in Manchester.
Oh well.
Because what I mean is that's people putting out. I'm not saying that's Toonza, by the way. He's read that somewhere.
Oh, no.
People on the internet trying to stir trouble and
distractions, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not right. It's
we are the king of distractions in this fan base.
Damn right.
We know all about that. Right.
Yes. Ryan, your tribute was spot on. Really special. Thank you. Dave would be proud.
He would be so proud.
Belly81 says, can't wait for the match at the weekend. First time in 4 years, and the wife is going with me.
Oh,
again,
fabulous.
There you go, Danielle. People taking family members who've either never been, haven't been for years. And I think that's going to make the atmosphere on Saturday even a bit more special.
It will be. Of course it will. That's the magic of the FA Cup, and it's the magic of Newcastle United and what the club's going through at the moment. So everybody that's go and have a lovely time. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Evening, folks, I sent some salt in some pundits that we've signed Trippier. What did you make of Simon Jordan's comments yesterday?
Well, he's just a massive bellend, isn't he? He never learns his lesson. Stop this. And just stop. He's got a massive problem with Amanda Staveley. Everybody knows it. She ripped him a good one on top. Oh, God, I did a John Sinclair there. God.
Oh, geez,
anyway,
don't be doing that.
she did. She ripped him a good one on TalkSport. And I just think we've been proven wrong, Simon. I don't know who your sources have been, but you've been wrong. So just back off, man. The stuff that you're saying is absolute garbage.
Yeah,
and
he's saying that he's going for money, Danielle.
Was it Trevor Sinclair?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he said what he said because it's absolutely crap. What is wrong with our city? What's wrong with it?
Nothing. And the fact of the matter is, listen, he's saying, he's going to Newcastle for money. You tell me, did Kevin De Bruyne sign for Manchester City just to play football, or was he offered good money? Sergio Aguero, was he offered good money? Vincent Kompany, when Man City started their build after their takeover, Robinho, did he go just to play football? No, he didn't. They offered him massive amounts of money. The players that Chelsea signed over the years, have they not gone for money? Liverpool.
But I think that's quite a cunning tactic from Simon Jordan because he knows what this fan base is about. we all know it's not 1995 anymore, and it's not the era of the entertainers, and players aren't playing for the just because they love the shirt, because the money wasn't mad back then. It's a money-driven business now. Welcome to 2021, 22 even.
Listen, if I don't care what they paid, I really don't care.
Nah.
As long as they perform for the club and show some heart and actually play for the badge that they're wearing. As long as they do that, no problem how much money they're getting. And that'd be the same with any other club in the country, to be honest.
I think we need to check the bothered bucket. Oh, it's empty.
Hang on, where's that?
You looking for the bat?
No, I'm looking for that fuck that I don't give. No, I can't find it. No. Just you to mention the bloody bat.
I love that bat, you know I do.
I don't. And the fact that
only
I've never
because
found
it's happened to me.
Yes, I know, Danielle.
It was hanging on my curtain rail, man. Oh.
Yeah, but at least you could see where yours was. Mine disappeared, literally.
To be honest, I grabbed the cat and ran for my life. Lee had to deal with it because I was just like, hell no.
So they went in the cat's belly instead of just back out the window. Just shocking. Will Joe Linton keep his place in the starting lineup after all these signings? I think he will. I think Eddie Howe's he's got lots of big things planned for Joe Linton. Look, incredibly, over the last couple of days, there's been talk of other clubs interested in Joe Linton, including Manchester United. Now, you could not say that before Eddie Howe came in. You would be saying, right, Manchester United, are you sure it's like not like Manchester Pig and Whistle pub somewhere? You know, it's completely different now. And we've got a player in Joe Linton now who has finally found a position that he excels in, and he's only going to get better for me.
On that subject, I do have to say I was wrong. Like the last time I was here, I did say he was a terrible footballer.
We slated him, Danielle. I
did stop you mid-sentence and say, look, he's just a terrible footballer. And I am sorry for that. And I'm so pleased that he's proved us wrong. Like, go on, Big Joe. Like, that's all I'm saying. Obviously, Eddie Howe's come in and revitalised him. And good on him. And long may it continue.
Yep, exactly. Trippier is a marquee signing. Definitely is. We got to be positive, says Jake. We are actually buying players that we haven't seen in years. Come on, guys. Shout out to Danielle. 14 years to make any kind of signing. Zing.
Well,
Nathan says, seen people signing for Newcastle. Seen people saying signing for Newcastle shows no ambition, but we're one of the most ambitious clubs in the world now. Exactly, Nathan.
Oh, exactly. Open your eyes. Like, we're the richest club in the world.
Exactly.
Full stop.
14 years of he's not coming is still on people's minds.
Yeah,
especially John Sinclair. I mean, I watched his stream earlier on. That guy, every time he's asked, won't come to Newcastle, won't come to Newcastle. John, things have changed.
You've got to love him though.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I love him like a brother. You know I do, but he's sometimes I could slap him. James says, hi Danielle, I've been watching for about a month. Love watching Dave. Was talking about you coming back on more than one occasion. You're needed to keep Paul in line. Charming. But love when he goes on a rant. Listen, you'll find out in future weeks if something goes wrong that that little quiet lady sitting next to me can have a canny rant and all. We used to have a section called Danielle's 5-minute rant, which may come back. But if she
I don't think I need one at the minute though.
No, everything's cool now. You don't have to.
We might have a Danielle's 5-minute happy motivational.
Yeah, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. But this woman can rant. Trust me. Hopefully we won't have to see it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Luke says, "Fuck that Everton left back. Get to the Ajax left back. Oh my God, world class. I can't think of his name, but he is a very, very good player."
Bring them all in.
Yeah. £5 super chat from Barry Lang. Thank you very much, Barry. Really appreciate it, bud. Tom says, I wonder who the two unnamed clubs are for Philip Coutinho. I'm wondering if it's Newcastle and Aston Villa. I believe it is Newcastle and Villa. But the thing is, a lot of people are making out that he's automatically going to go to Villa. Villa, for me,
but that's for one reason, though.
Well,
that's
Steven
for one
Gerrard,
reason. Yeah.
It is. And listen, if he goes to Villa, good on him. You know what I mean? I think, Villa has shown some ambition as well, which is good for the league, as far as I'm concerned. There's another club there wanting to sign some big name players, bring some names in, and try and move up the league. That can only help the Premier League. I don't necessarily like Aston Villa.
Myself, mind.
No. Hey, listen, memories.
Mm-hmm.
I have interesting memories on Villa fans, but some Villa fans are very nice people. And listen, I've got no problem with the sort of lower league Premier League teams trying to now threaten the top guys because I think it's
Oh,
funny.
I get that.
The panic,
Fair point.
and that's what I meant by that. SJ says, if we sign Vlahovic now, that would be a statement, although Mafia Juve are always there, unfortunately. Listen, Juve are struggling, and one thing there's not in the Serie A at the moment is money. There's no money in the league. All the Serie A
Plenty in
teams...
the NA postcode.
It certainly damn well is. And I'll tell you now, right, there's no money. There's no money at all. And if they're going to come up with some sort of deal, it is going to have to be sort of payments and, you know, monthly payments like you're buying a car. And I don't think Fiorentina will like that, especially if Newcastle come along and say, right, there's 80 million euros or 100 million euros, whatever it is, in cash. There you go. No down payment, no deposit. It's all in cash.
No
Take a
Klarna.
Rolls Royce with it. You know, take a couple of gelato ice creams with it on
No
top just
PayPal
to
playing
finish
free.
it off.
There
Exactly.
we go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think with Coutinho, sorry, going back to Coutinho, I think we'll see what it's really about, won't we? So if it's about Steven Gerrard and all the rest of it, then lovely. That's nice for him.
Yeah.
If it's about money, then there's only one place for him to go because they'll never be able to match what we can offer. So let's see.
Do you know what would be really funny? If just for a laugh, just for one game, just for a laugh, when Newcastle come out the tunnel to start the game, they start playing ABBA's Money, 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 right?
Oh,
Because
are you seeing on Twitter when they play the Here Comes the Money? When the team are coming out? Oh my God.
I saw that one. But can you imagine it? How funny would that be? Just like
the winner takes it all.
The winner takes it all. You know, just money, money, money. Oh man, just to take the piss out of all the salty fans that have been on social media lately, trying to bring us down. It ain't gonna work, guys.
Nah.
Connor says easy 5-0 win with a Joe Linton hat-trick.
Big Joe.
Listen, I think we'll score for you on Saturday. I really do. I think, and you know what, Joe Linton may well play. He may well play up front, and if he does, I think it's his opportunity to score a few goals.
He could do with the confidence up front, couldn't he? In his final ball, because he still gets the jitters when he's in the area, doesn't he?
I know, but that effort he had against Man United, just round the post, the finish against was it Brentford when he took that ball down in the box, that would have normally been ballooned over the bar. But his composure and a fantastic finish. Will we sign a winger this transfer window?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
You're confident of that, Danielle?
I am.
Who is that winger?
Oh, any of them. Just take any of them. I haven't got a favourite. Like, literally, we're bringing in 6 or 7. We need a couple of strikers. We definitely need a CDM. Like, so I know Lascelles is captain, but I just can't put up with it for much longer.
Well,
I mean, May's a stretch. I mean, I can do it with May,
we
but
don't
really,
have a choice in that, unfortunately.
I know. So yeah, I think we will bring a new winger in. Yeah. I think we will. I don't know who. But I think we will. Listen, nothing's off the table. Nothing is off the table.
Nothing's off the table if you've got the checkbook. I know that much.
Hey, man, honestly.
Bloody hell.
I'm surprised, actually, that I haven't had a message from Murdad myself. Like,
well, that'll probably come when he sees you're back in form, Danielle. He'll say, right, he'll say to Amanda, he'll say, right, get her arranged, come in for a coffee. We'll give her the Newcastle United checkbook. Tell her to get on a plane. Make sure she's got a couple of masks. Get her out there and just, write checks left, right, and centre for whoever she wants to bring in.
I'd bring back a whole flight.
Now you would. Wayne says, is the match on TV on Saturday? No, it is on American TV though, and I'm not going to say anything else on that, but you'll be able to watch it. Jim Fell says, just imagine Saturday, 52,000 in the park. Amanda walks out with Vlahovic next to her.
Yeah,
what do you think the reaction would be? Oh, Jesus
I'd
Christ!
Be sick.
Well, yeah, I could imagine a lot of people turning around and go, because there'd be a lot of families there on Saturday. A lot of the kids turn around wondering what the hell's going on, and say, who's that? while they see the parents going ballistic, and the kids just looking, go, what the hell? It would be fantastic, though, wouldn't it? Really, it would be absolutely incredible.
We can dream, we can hope, and hey, it's not over. It's over. That's that. Nothing's off the table, like we said.
Exactly. Seth says, I'm really hoping to see Anderson or White playing on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harold Kane is in the house. Good evening, Harry. When's the bid for me going in? Already looking at houses on Elsick Road. Spurs are dreadful. Come on, lads, help me out. Newcastle till I die.
Newcastle.
Yeah, evening, Jason. Musical Magpie says, will Elliot Anderson have a future at the club? I think he will. I think
so.
He's got him. Listen, we're not going to bin all these kids just because we're bringing in some big names. If anything, the bigger names will be able to help the kids improve. And can you imagine bringing the likes of Vlahovic, etc.? I mean, Dylan Stevenson working alongside him in training, seeing how this guy finishes the ball. And remember, Vlahovic is only 21. Years left to go, and he's come on.
Yeah, I'm getting excited.
I know. We best calm down. Coutinho might go to Everton or Aston Villa. I don't really think he'll come to Newcastle.
Again, never know. If he wants money, he will.
Yes. Money. Jordy Ian says, you know what will be good? The look on Southampton fans' faces when we put the likes of Trippier, hopefully Vlahovic, possibly Aubameyang, and of course Joe Linton on the pitch against them.
Hang on, they've had the 100 million takeover though. Let's not call the excitement.
What is he worth? 1 billion or something? A billion?
1.6.
1.6 billion.
I think it's about 1.6.
Just remind us how much we're worth again.
I mean, obviously. It's about 320 or something, isn't it?
No, it's more than that. That was initially the case, but it's somewhere around 760 billion now. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, so
Alexa needs to update because I ask him every day.
I mean, they're saltiness. No, I haven't. No,
you should get one because it's really fun in the morning when you're making a cup of tea. Just ask her who's the richest club in the world. It's the best thing to do every morning.
You're shockingly wind. You're a wind-up merchant. Yeah, I know you do. My daughter's got an Alexa, actually, but I've never asked her who the richest club in the world is. I'll try that, actually. It's good to see you haven't lost any of your wind-up. Yeah. Any Southampton fans watching? Saltiness when the game was cancelled. That's all I've got to say. I mean, unbelievable saltiness.
They're so frightened of what's going to happen in this month.
Exactly. Toon Elliott says it's incredible to be linked with all these different players after all those years of nothing. Bonjourno Mags, who is mourning? Oh, Stu, you get them. You get them, mate. You get them.
Now and again.
Hi, Paul and Danielle. My first time going to St. James's Park was when we played Chelsea.
I was there.
Win, but the atmosphere was mental. Yes, you were. We got beat, but the atmosphere was just tremendous, as it has been since the takeover. Every single game has been incredible. Jake says, I don't know why fans are complaining about signings. We've got to be positive for years. Be positive. What's happening with Trippier? He's here. He's just chilling out.
He's having a kebab.
Room. Well, he might be having a kebab.
He might be. I hope a nice healthy chicken one though.
Well, I think he'd be tucking into a nice Jesmond hotel steak.
Lovely.
Yeah. Paid for by Newcastle United. Smithy says we've been linked with over 100 players since the takeover. At least I think it's more than that.
And you know what's nice? It's not the dregs. Do you know what I mean? Normally we get like the player with half a leg.
Stretcher players.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
so horrible. I can't believe I just said that, but no, you know what I mean.
Yeah, when St. James's Park turns into an old people's home when we got all the cast-offs.
Dad's army, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Exactly. SJ says, if Leo won't sell us Sven Botman, let's take Renato Sanchez from them. Let him and Joe Linton boss the midfield. Lille are desperate for money, so it's not unlikely. I think Lille will crack eventually. I know they can turn around and say it, and, a lot of people said, Botman doesn't want to come. Who's reported that? Luke Edwards. Need we say any more as to how stable that report is if it's Luke Edwards reporting it? Look, he may not want to come, and if he doesn't want to come, fine. I'm sure the owners will just say, right, no problem. Jog on, son. We'll go for somebody else.
Does he not want to close? Does he not want to come because we're 19th in the league? Or does he not want to... Or does he... I'm sure Amanda will have sold him all the project and all of that. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see. She's a persistent woman. She waited 4 years for this club. Let's just see.
Yep. R.I.P. Dave had no idea. Such sad news indeed. It really is. Nathan says, maybe I was just going funny. Let's hope Saturday's a Kieran Clark farewell game. Let's hope he just doesn't feature. Over 330 watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member on the road to 10,000 with the Toon Review. Indeed. We have nearly 450 watching now. So yeah, if you do
Welcome.
enjoy the show, hit the like. Please do subscribe. We've had a huge influx of subscribers over the last couple of weeks. So it's really, really grown on the road to 10K, which will be crazy if we get to that. I never thought in the wildest dreams when this channel started we'll get there. But hey ho, we have a fantastic following now, thanks to all you guys out there. If you do want to donate as well, remember tonight, all the proceeds from tonight's show are going towards something nice for Dave, in remembering Dave. And so from the tribute show and the 2 live shows today, anything we make on super chats and ad revenue is putting towards that. And also, like Julie said, there you can become a member. Just hit the join button next to the subscribe and be part of the family. You will be getting free merchandise when I eventually pull my finger out my arse and get some done. Now, I'm not sure what the freebies are going to be. I know we're going to have Susan's working on it behind the scenes. So there's mugs going to happen. There's t-shirts. The £6.10 t-shirt with me looking angry on is definitely going to be made because I know Julie wants one desperately.
I want one, definitely.
£6.10 or something, I think it says. So they will be getting done. Hats, scarf, the usual stuff. So keep an eye out for that. That will be coming early this year. But the £6.10 had a lot of demand already. So there you go. Simon says Coutinho is going to Villa. He said he would be happy to play at Villa Park. I think that's a done deal. We'll see. Yeah, we will. Jordy Ian says as soon as Apple do an update on the YouTube app, I'll become a member. Jordy Ian's struggling. Is Munoz still injured? He is. Unfortunately, he won't take part on Saturday. Apparently, Fabian Scher is wanting to leave the club.
He'll not be going nowhere until we've got a replacement.
Yeah, I don't think he's going this window.
No,
maybe he's in the summer. Maybe he's in the summer.
It's a queue before him, isn't it? So
yeah. Maybe he's in the summer he'll go, but I really can't see him going in this window because he might have the opportunity to play alongside some quality players for once. Would you be happy if we got Todd Cantwell possibly coming in from Norwich?
The question you've got to ask yourself is Todd Cantwell better than what we've already got?
What do you think? Come on, be honest.
Nah.
You don't?
Nah.
See, I like Todd Cantwell. I think he's a good player.
Well, I think he's all right, but I don't know. Maybe my head's been turned, Paul. My head's been turned by the money. That's what it is.
I know. You're just seeing pound signs in your eyes. I know. However, right, if we're going to build a squad, then I'm not saying Todd Cantwell's going to be an automatic starter, but he's a good enough player to come on for me. He's a good enough player to play in a few matches. That's just my opinion.
Point.
Well, you don't agree. I know you don't. I can tell by your face. You always do that. Sit back and put see, you've never lost that touch, have you? When you disagree with something, you sit like that. I don't know whether you notice that yourself, but every time. And it's pointless me even saying anything because I know you disagree. But again, it's all about opinions.
It's fair point.
Steve, Strasbourg Steve over in America, thank you very much for becoming a member, matey. Nice to see you. I haven't spoken to you for a long time, actually. I hope you're well, buddy. It'd be nice to get him on a forum show.
Nobody does a rant like that manner. Nobody.
No.
Steve Bruce. Do you remember we fans about Steve Bruce? Oh my God.
Steve fucking Bruce, man. Yeah. Not happy. DJ Joey says, I think Dwight Gale might start against Cambridge to showcase what he can do for the transfer window. Yes. Oh dear. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to get the link to become a member. I was going to give it to the... Never mind, I'll do it next show. Brian Johnson says, for Dave, and good luck to you both. I'll see you soon. Indeed, Brian. Thank you, buddy. I would give Gale a full 90 minutes, see what he can do. He might score a few goals. Yeah, Todd Cantwell won't get us out of relegation scrap, but he has potential for the future. If Gale goes this month, then surely it means we will sign 2 strikers. I think we've got to sign 2 strikers anyway, to be honest, Matthew.
Doesn't really count, does he?
Yeah. Jimmy sums up my feelings on Gale perfectly. He's been arse. That's a perfect
Although
way
I have
to put
to give him kudos for the whole Molio situation. Like, good on him. I would have done exactly the same. So kudos for that. But on the pitch,
you really believe that he's the Molio?
I know he's a mole. I know he's the mole.
Wow. Okay.
A certain reliable person on another podcast, NUFC Matters, happened to say it on a show.
Oh.
And he didn't actually say it, but he said like that with the camera. So I know.
Oh, did he know? Well,
he did.
That was pretty easy to read anyway. Ian says, great preview video, mate. Had the pleasure of meeting you for the first time at the Man United game where you happily posed for a photo with my little lad. Prediction 2-0 Newcastle. Yep, thank you for that, Ian.
You're a good egg, aren't you?
Well, yeah. I try to be. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Seattle Geordie. Gone, but definitely will never be forgotten. R.I.P. Dave. Thank you so much for that. Very kind of you. The problem with Ramsey is he's always injured. I know, but he's so much better
It's
than
a dilemma,
we've
mind.
got. I know.
I take the point. I do take the point. If you hear any snoring in the background, by the way, it's just my cat. So sorry.
Well, I'm surprised your cat hasn't made an appearance tonight. I mean, last time, you know, and Jade before you all had fame-hungry cats that keep coming on the camera. But, yeah,
no, he's fast
away.
asleep at the minute. So sorry about that if you hear the snoring.
That's all right. Ken says the huge problem with us, with all us fans have, and the reason we can't get our heads around what's happening is being involved and linked to all these huge talented players is quite simply 14 years of actually brainwashing as to his way was how the Toon is run. Now our shackles have been removed, and it's difficult for some to remember the days before the shackles.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I don't think that could be summed up any better, really, could it?
Well said.
Simon says, who's the £70 million striker we've allegedly approached? Do you want to try and say his name?
I can't say it. I've been trying all afternoon.
Vlahovic.
I can't.
Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
Like that.
Look, right, I've got issues. I can't see it.
Now, I just want to address something. I had a comment earlier on saying, complaints that I wasn't putting every single comment out on the stream this afternoon, and I wasn't reading every single one out. Can I just say that it's becoming quite the impossibility to do that, because as the channel's growing, obviously we're getting more viewers. There's 400 and odd watching tonight. There was nearly 800 watching this afternoon. It is impossible, okay? And the chat is there mainly for all you guys to put your points across, and obviously I can pick the ones out and read them on the screen and everything like that. And that's what I tend to do. So don't be offended if I can't get you, or I don't read or put your comment on the screen. I still read them all after the show. They all get read anyway. Everybody takes part in the chat on the show. So please don't think it's being done out of being ignorant or anything like that. It's just there's so many come in. And it's impossible. So, but thank you. Keep it all going though, because we do. I do read all the comments after the show anyway. So, it's nice to see everybody's, and any that I missed, I apologize. Is Vlahovic any relation to Mitrovic? No, he's not. No. Definitely not. Jordan says he had quite a few shots on target against Burnley in the Carabao Cup game. He did, but. We're talking about Dwight Gale here. He should have scored when he went through in the second half and he hit the bar. It was a wonderful run, don't get me wrong. But listen, Burnley didn't have their full side out there either. I think
we've moved on, haven't we? We've just moved on, I think. And I think he knows it. And I think, we'll give him another contract. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Maybe we just wanted to try and squeeze the last couple of pounds out of him before the takeover.
Yeah.
But I think it's time.
Albert says, hope we go for it, Paul. Be nice to have a cup run.
Yeah, it would.
Top show, Bonnie lad. Thanks very much.
You know what we'd have to do? We'd have to dig out the old FA Cup song that Mick Laws used to play on Metro FM all them years ago.
You only get what you give.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. We'll have to get that one out.
God and Bennett, there's a blast from the past, isn't it? Strasbourg, Steve, thank you for the $4.99, mate. I really appreciate that. Whenever I'm on Newcastle Fans TV doing the matchday live stream, it's a real struggle to read all the comments. They just fly in. Yeah, it is. It's impossible. But hey ho, to be honest, it's a good thing, isn't it? I mean, it's a good thing, but just as long as people understand that every single comment, I cannot. Stephanie says Trippier's plane apparently got near the northeast and it became the most tracked aeroplane in the whole world. Nearly 3,000 people tracking him coming. Yeah, it was. I mean, how many people had that plane? And it was actually this time was the right plane. everybody had the right player this time coming in instead of just some
Some
random businessman
like-
coming in from Dubai, gets off the plane. We're expecting this superstar footballer, and it's like, somebody dressed in a suit with brown snakeskin boots on and a trilby and things like that. And you think that's not a footballer, like. So there, Simon says the word on the street is Coutinho to Villa could be off as they can't afford his wages.
Interesting.
I said that before. Brian says he doesn't want him now. I hope you're not talking about Coutinho, Brian. Jimmy says Hendrick. Jimmy says Hendrick. There you go. That's funny, isn't it? Did you get that, Danielle?
I did. I was thinking about something else.
Don't matter.
I was thinking about
Hendrick,
Hendrick's hair.
the only other guy I saw wearing a bun was during a fight outside of Greg's. Jesus. Actually, Robert's putting me right here. Vlahovic practiced this, Paul. Vlahovic. I thought it was Vlahovic because, I'll say
That's what I would have come out with. So you're all right there.
Vlahovic sounds better than Vlahovic. Vlahovic. Listen,
Vlahovic.
doesn't matter. Let's just call him V, the V man.
The
Get the V
V-man.
man in. Yeah, exactly. Do you think the transfer window will be extended because of the COVID situation? Players getting it and not being able to complete medicals? Not a chance.
No.
Well, if it involves Newcastle, probably. If it's Newcastle deal, then probably. If it's Liverpool, Man United, they'll give a little bit of time just to get it over the line.
Top 6, of course.
Vlahovic to Newcastle is literally 1 to 1,000. Now, that would seem like, putting it that way, that's odds on. It's the other way around. It's 1,000 to 1. So I don't know which way you're going there, Foxy.
Don't ask me. I always put bets on the wrong way. I always go for draws and stuff when I think I've hit the wrong button by accident.
Why does that not surprise me?
I wonder why I get so good odds, Like do you know on a boxing card once, by accident, I betted on every fight as a draw. And I'm thinking, hey, these odds are mint, until I realised I'd hit the wrong buttons.
That doesn't surprise me. Not at all. My grand's next door neighbour's hairdresser's son's girlfriend's cleaner saw Ramsey and the Chippy in town.
Mint.
That's interesting. Big Goal Linton will get a run out, a couple of goals, supercharged attacking midfielder these days, says Callum.
Yes, he's a new man. I love it.
Steph said the big guy with Trippier's his agent.
Trippier.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Agent
Looks like
stroke
security
bodyguard.
to me.
Yeah, definitely. What do you make of the Todd Cantwell news? Just discussed that. Not for Danielle, but maybe for me, but certainly long term.
I'd take him.
Yeah,
just take them all. So
yeah. Check. I'm going to start calling you Checkbook Danielle shortly. The middle name of Checkbook. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the Vlahovic. Where does one get a Newcastle United Mankini? At the club store.
Find one, listen, don't you worry.
Yeah, if we get John to do that, right, I guarantee we will find one somewhere.
Barry will find one. I tell you,
Barry will definitely find one. Yeah, no doubt about it. Devon says Adam Page just said there is a delay on the Atletico side, but it's over now, 100% done. It is. It is. Adam's right. It's done. And it's just a question of paperwork, which will all be sorted tomorrow. I've heard they may have a human clone of Alan Shearer for 100k. Listen, they could make a clone of Alan Shearer. The money we have, we could actually try.
We could.
Here he is. Here he is. You heard it first, people. If Vlahovic comes to Toon, I'd be happy to donate 50 quid straight. And that's a bloody promise, Paul. And it's great to see the lovely Danielle back on live. Thanks, John. But we've also just added a little bit of a disco dance in front of 9 Bar in a Newcastle United Mankini as well. So 50 quid.
I don't know if we said that. Dance. I think you said that.
Oh, you agreed, Danielle. You totally agreed.
Whatever.
There was no doubt about it. Tony says, welcome back, Danielle.
Thanks, Tony.
A Mankini to fit Paul is available at B&Q, you cheeky bastard. Brian, I love you, but sometimes you just... That's harsh, mate. That's harsh. Marzi says a realistic 11 come deadline day. I'm not even predicting that, mate, because, let's just wait till deadline day and see who we've brought in. Let's see. Hey, I have Genie need to buy Marcelo for Real Madrid. Okay, fair enough. Joe Linton's donated a £5. Thank you very much.
Big Joe.
Paul sells the mankini, but I'd watch out because you know of the chlamydia. Listen, I haven't ever, right? It was a slip of the tongue in a conversation with Dave Harrison about different medical situations. I wasn't talking about myself. But thank you for the donation, Joe Linton. Gary, never you mind laughing, right? It wasn't funny at the time, and it's not funny now. Resting players, Paul, let's not forget we have had 2 games postponed. So apart from the training, none of them have played. That's a good point, actually. We haven't played for a long time, so players are fresh anyway. Thomas says, John Sinclair, welcome to the chat. Migs, Ethan, and everyone, good to see you all. This booster is a nightmare. Our favourite Sky Twins have said it's all okay, no panic. Yep, being Keith Downey and Pete Graves. Seattle Geordie says, hi, Danielle, pleasure to meet you. Would you take Carlos over Cody? You be careful what you say here.
No, I can't. I can't do it. I've had my heart set on Cody for a long time, to be honest. Because Lascelles is not my captain. I'm totally on Martin from Loaded's page there. He's totally not mine. So I want Cody in and I want Cody captain.
Yes. Yes.
But it's not a now move. It's not going to happen in January. Maybe in the summer. We can prize him away.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming in January. I'll be very sad on deadline day.
I mean,
when that 11 o'clock bell goes and Cody's not a Newcastle player, I will mourn. I will mourn, undoubtedly. Anthony says, welcome back, Danielle.
Thank you.
Michael says, evening both. Hope you're well and glad to see you back on, Danielle.
Thanks, Michael.
Maggot says, keep Gale, we'll bloody need him until the summer. Well, hopefully not if we get replacements in, you know what I mean? Jason says, hi, Paul and Danielle. Newcastle have always been a massive club.
I have. It's just been asleep for a long time.
Carlos, there's no chance in hell I'm going to do any mankini dance. This is John Sinclair saying Vlahovic will never come, right? So that's him.
I'll give you 100 quid if you do it.
Yeah. Thomas says, welcome, Danielle. Hope you were all well and your cat.
Fine, thank you, Thomas.
Tangy says, John Sinclair and a mankini stood behind Botman would be the ultimate meme. Ab says, sorry, Danielle, didn't mean to say you were replacing Dave. I know the plan was to have you all three of you present.
No, that was it wasn't anything that anyone said.
Exactly.
I just had a kind of thought about it, that's all.
Exactly. Barney Rubble says, God bless Dave. Sorry to ask, but did he die of the vaccine? No, he didn't. Unfortunately, he was poorly the day before, and he did suffer from angina, unfortunately. He did have an angina attack on Monday, but as Dave normally does, I'll be all right. I'm going to sleep it off. But unfortunately, he had some kind of cardiac issue in his sleep. So he did pass peacefully.
You wouldn't have known anything about it.
No, exactly. No. He would have woke up standing in front of Bobby Robson, to be honest, and then there you go. And just imagine the conversation between them two, couldn't you?
Oh, I can just honestly, I can. I think their gain is our loss.
Yep,
isn't there?
Exactly.
But I think he'll be having a wheel of a time.
Yep, he certainly will.
With his whiskey and water.
He'll be sitting with his whiskey and water, and every time I pull out the Jack Daniels, I'll feel a little prod in my rib cage. That's not a whiskey. Martian Leader, thank you for the £20 super chat, matey. Just read the Chronicles online article about Dave. I knew he passed away from the live the other night, but it highlights many things about him. Great man lost. He's still watching you all. Thanks, mate. Really kind of you. Mark, good evening. Evening, Paul, Danielle. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Kendo says, guaranteed King Dave is doing his best persuading the big man upstairs for a return to the good times at NUFC. He'll not be just persuading him. He'll be chasing him with that bucket and saying, right, get it sorted, your lordship. Good evening, Level 7, Dave. Hope you're well.
Hi, Level 7.
Magustu says, Cambridge will easily win because Steve Bruce is no longer manager. Dear God.
Are you like some kind of, I don't know, like pundit or something? I don't get what that means.
Yeah, well, clearly the brain's not working there. Abs says, people in heaven saying, who's that guy standing next to Dave? Oh, that's God. That would be right. Yeah,
absolutely.
The king takes... you could imagine Dave walking up and going, excuse me, that's my throne. Move. He'd be sitting there in his throne, watching the night show, in his big 75-inch TV in God's
With a
throne,
split
with the
screen,
crown
watching
on.
golf on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Watching
Well, he won't.
cricket
He'll be watching something like Matchstick Throne or something like that, won't he? So,
Mm.
Kendo says Luca Dean will regret his decision soon, but we won't.
We'll
Just
see, though.
imagine.
There's still time.
Yeah, but the players, that refuse to come now in a couple of years, seeing us flying high. Can you imagine that?
Oh, what a pity.
Hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Stephen says, "Hi Danielle, what part of Crammy are you from?"
I'm not actually from Cramlington. I just live in Cramlington. I'm actually from the West End of Newcastle.
So still a classy bird.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I know you're not saying anything because the people take the pee out of Crammy the last time. It was unbelievable.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So,
God, some of these usernames. Snipe Lou Raptor. £5 super chat, thank you. Hi Paul, heading back to St James's Park for the first time since I was 5. I'm now 21. How warm are the home fans? Oh, matey, you'll have a blast. You'll have a fantastic
you'll have a
day.
mint time.
Absolutely mint day. Ian says, Keegan has been my hero since I was 6 years old. I had permed hair and I've supported the Toon since he played for us. Love you, KK.
He is canny.
Yeah, he's a canny guy. He's a canny guy. Elliot Caswell, thank you for becoming a new member of the Toon Review, mate. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the big family. We've got about 15 minutes left of the show, guys. So if you want to donate or get your comments in or anything like that, now is the time to do it. Susan back there, Modern, welcome back, Danielle. We've all missed
little
you.
Susan, I've missed you too.
She's when I told her you'd come back, she was really chuffed. She said it was a bit surreal it was surreal for me on Tuesday with at the end there with you and Jade. I mean, it's like flashbacks to the previous year on the channel and just incredible, really.
It just makes us think, like this was his plan all along.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't surprise you, would it? Bless him. He always had a cunning plan. Dave, he always had a plan there. So there you go. Gary says, welcome back, Danielle.
Thank you, Gary.
Cannot wait for Saturday. Atmosphere in the way end will be fantastic. Newcastle fans seem so welcoming already to us travelling fans. We are, and you'll be very, very welcome. But I hope you don't suffer from vertigo. Because you guys are a long way up, and I would try and get into the ground for about 2:00 because by the time it kicks off, you might have made it to the top.
You'll need a couple of sit downs halfway up though. Like
you take a couple of bottles of water and stuff like that, a few energy drinks. Graham says, welcome back, Danielle, and onwards and upwards for Dave. Indeed, thank you very much. Kendo wants to give the cup a shot.
Why not?
Definitely. I have got this. I did have that. Where's that gone? This is the projected lineup for Cambridge on Saturday. Now, I'm very sorry, but I do not know any of the players. I recognise surnames, but I don't think they're the surnames of the players that I'm thinking of. Certainly, Dinya in the middle. I don't think it's Lucas Dean for a start. I don't think he's gone to Cambridge. Houlihan on the right-hand side. I'm not sure whether that is Wes Houlihan, who played for Norwich. I'm sure he's too old now. I don't know. But it's an interesting formation, and they normally play a 4-5-1. But really, I would have thought that if we go either 4-3-3 or even, dare I suggest, 4-4-2, we can get by them.
Oh, of course we can. Yeah. I think we'll be all right. No problem.
Listen, I'm not worried about it on Saturday. I think we'll be fine. But
after everything we've been through, I'm not worried.
Yeah, no. David says, Paul, let me know your favourite pick of you and Dave, or Dave on his own. I'll do a pencil drawing of it for you to frame. Oh, that's very kind, David. Thank you. David, what would be lovely is if we can get a picture of me, Danielle, Dave, and Jade, all single and then put together. I know that some artists can do that, when you've got four single pictures of people and you can put them together as one. If you could do that, David, let me know. That would be fantastic, and we get them pictures sent to you, because I'm sure all of us would love something like that to frame. That would be amazing.
Right in the middle of me wall. Absolutely.
Exactly. Mine would go right next to the framed shirt of John Joe Shelby. Did you know that, Danielle? I paid £150 for. It's
Wow.
Steve Wraith's Christmas do.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No.
Well, you know, I thought I'll join in with the bidding, and it started at 150 quid.
Was
and
it
there
an
was no more
accidental
bids.
bid?
Well,
Did you just go?
no. Listen, all the money went to the food bank, so it went to a
Yeah,
very
of
good
course.
cause. But I did expect a few more.
I was going to say, Dave didn't jab you in the ribs or something, did he?
No,
'Cause,
but Susan gave me a stare.
oh, that's fair enough then.
Yeah, she was sitting right next to me, and when I put my hand up to the £150, she looked at me, and you know when you think, was that actually a good idea? But to be honest, it's nice, and Shelby is playing well again, so you know, it's
fair enough.
It'll frame somewhere nice.
Mint.
Matthew would definitely start Joe Linton on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thomas says give Langley a shot in goal against Cambridge.
Good shout.
I'm not sure
I
about him.
would, you know. I would.
No, but
do you know what? Like, bugger it. Like, let's just go for it. Put the kids on. Let's see what they can do. Honestly, have some faith.
Yeah, here's a funny comment there for you. Cambridge will win 5-0.
Who is this person?
I don't know.
You were the same person before about Sir Steve Bruce.
Yeah, I think what's the word? Troll, or brainless. Well, there you go.
Maybe
Thomas
just
Nielsen
somebody
says,
seeking
"Augusto,
attention.
just crawl back to Sunderland, will you?"
Somebody that's charged their dongle up before this evening's event.
Julie says, "Okay, bye now, Magastu."
Oh, yes, Julie.
I think Julie's pounced
Queen
on him
Mod.
like a tiger. Wayne says, we haven't played since Man U. I would play a full-strength team to get match fitness back. That's also a good point. I still think he'll play a bit of, youth and experience, I think so.
I don't know. I honestly can't call it. I don't know which way he's going to do, but...
Well, there's going to be 52,000
We'll find out a few clues tomorrow,
Michael says, McGustu, your live must be so boring to come on and trying to troll. Yep, no lie. Absolutely no life at all. Ken, it's so wrong. Some grounds are using VAR and some ain't. Not fair to the lower league grounds. Yeah, weren't they going to... They did that a bit last season. I thought they were going to put a stop to that till the later rounds, but hey-ho. Cesare says, what? Another live show? Is Paul competing with John? No, and I will never be able to compete with John Sinclair's lives because he has
he's a machine.
And yes, he's a machine. But what I've decided to do is do a lot, go on during the day as well and do like a transfer live show, or maybe some days during the week I'll go and do a live on any daily news at Newcastle United. A bit like Mark Goldbridge does on the United Stand. He goes live a lot, and for me, it's good for live because you get to interact with all your subscribers as well. It's not just about sitting in front of a camera and recording. Yes, I'll still do recorded videos, no doubt about that. But I'll also do a lot more lives because it has that interaction with you all, and we get your opinion in. I mean, the fact that I got 800 people watching this at 3:30 this afternoon was just beyond anything I'd thought of. And another 400 odd watching tonight. It's obviously you guys enjoy it, which is what's the most important thing to us,
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Guy Grievely, there's another one. £5 super chat. Great show, recent subscriber. Keep up the good work. R.I.P. King Dave. Thank you very, very much for that. Sky Sports News breaking: Newcastle loan approach for Bale. That can't be right.
Well, I heard a few whispers about somebody saying, actually, I'm going to say it. It was 3-1 Stew who said it earlier in the week. And he started putting weird tweets out with like little riddles and stuff. Yeah. And I'm thinking he's talking about Gareth Bale, like 100% talking about Gareth Bale. But I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Listen, if we got Gareth Bale on loan, would I say no to it? Absolutely
not.
Well,
no. Jesus, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying,
No, I know you're not saying that either. I mean, you with your checkbook, Bale would be on the list anyway, I would have thought.
Have all of them, so...
Luke Nicholson says, whatever you do, Paul, don't watch Gallagher's shots saying Luke Edwards places. Singer Luke Edwards places saying he got the takeover spot never. On.
Well, right. He did initially get the takeover right because he got the reason for the delay correct because it was about piracy and it was about... My cat's kicking off. Sorry if you hear any noises. Yeah, honestly, this is my life. So he did get that right. However, I don't think anyone was expecting what happened in terms of the Saudi and Qatar relationship. Nobody expected it to be so quickly, and then it was just bam, done, wasn't it? I mean,
it
I've
was
never had
unbelievable.
3 days like it in my life.
Those 2 live streams we did at the start of the
Let's not
takeover.
talk about that.
Well, you were drunk, very drunk,
I
but
know.
they were great. And but that was the thing about the takeover, that they are memories that we will always keep because of doing those live streams, having loads of people from Saudi Arabia coming on the live streams and commenting. And
Archer
honestly,
pretending to be someone from Saudi Arabia.
yeah, I still believe that was Archer to this day,
I do.
undoubtedly. Kendo says, thought you folks were amazing on the King Dave live stream. You made a sterner stuff than me.
Nah,
wasn't
just
easy,
about
Kendo.
we just had to do what we had to do.
Yep, and we weren't afraid to show emotions for a wonderful man. Simple as that. Thomas having a go at the troll, saying, I nearly fell asleep when I read your comment.
Thomas, honestly,
You
that is
come back with
amazing.
something. Yeah.
Ruthless.
Also said James Tarkowski is a top centre back and would get out of this. Listen, Tarkowski's shit. I'm sorry, but he's.
He says the same, you know.
Eh?
He said he doesn't want to lead. He said he doesn't want to move that.
No,
Like,
he's not good. He's you know what? He's not any quicker than Lascelles, and he's dare I say it, he's just as slow. And you know, if there was, I've said this before, if there was any sort of centre back that I'd bring in from Burnley, it would be Ben Mee. He is far better footballer than James Tarkowski, and I've never understood this whole hurrah, you know, around him. I just don't get it. Billy says, I wish Cody would come, but sadly doesn't seem like it. Never give up hope, Billy.
in the
Never
summer, though.
give up hope. Never give up hope. Sean says, hello, Paul and Danielle. Sorry to hear your sad news. I remember when we met outside St. James's Park with you all. I have a lovely photo of us. I will send to you, Paul. Love from my dad and me. Oh, thanks, Sean. If you could do that, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. Peter, Archer's there on Saturday too. You know what?
Oh, my
after
God.
the game. Oh, God.
And my favourite Archer moment was when he ripped his top off and he went, Champions League.
Oh, God. Honestly.
That was brilliant.
But you know what it is? He came to Leicester with us, me, Peter, Adam, and Archer, and he's the most quiet lad in the world. He literally, he hardly says a word. He's unbelievable.
But when he's on camera, he just comes to life.
Oh, he's a genius. Wendy says, hi, Paul and Danielle. Hope you're feeling a bit better. The Black and White family have cried a river this week, but you've put on an amazing show reminiscing over the good times and what amazing man he was. Thanks, Wendy. Really appreciate that. Lovely comment. Look at what Howe's done with J7. He could turn Matty Longstaff into the new Paul Scholes. Same colour bonds. Yeah. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Right. It's prediction time, Danielle. Again, I'm sorry I haven't read everybody's comments out, but you know what it's like. It's just fantastic just looking through all the comments and reading them after the show. Thank you so much for everybody who's commented tonight. It's really amazing, and it is like a great big family on here. So thank you so much. Really do mean that.
And also thank you so much for your generosity.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Because I mean, you know, Christmas has just been, money's tight for everybody. So we do really, really appreciate how generous you've all been. And it's just a reflection of what a wonderful man Dave was and what he meant to us all. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah, incredible. So many comments, bloody hell. You guys are incredible. You really are. Listen, at least I don't do what, you know, some shows do and only show up the people, you know, a lot of shows only put up the comments that have made super chats. I don't do that. I try to get as many out as I can. And that's the way I always will be. So, you know, yes, the super chat ones will be read out, but not just the super chat ones. I try to get through as many as I can, and I will always be like that. Wow. Nawaf has donated Saudi Arabian. What's the?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but he's donated 2,199.99.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, Nawaf. Think big, dream bigger. The takeover was done to take the region and the club to new heights, I believe, and we all should. If not, then why is the buzz? Cheers. With a little picture of a pint of lager. Thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate that. So kind. People are going, well, people. David's messaged me on Twitter. I'll say that after the show, buddy. Thank you very much. People are going 4-0 Newcastle. Level Up Rob's going 4-0 Newcastle. Toon 4-0. Toon 3-0. I predict a mega atmosphere. Can't wait to get there. 3-0 Newcastle. Chris is going for a 2-1 Cambridge win. I like your optimism, matey. Amazing show. Thank you very much. There's a big cross-channel family. I love it. Thanks, buddy. Gallagher shots do that, Paul. Each to their own, I guess, but they've got me blocked for some reason. I don't know why. 4-0 J7 double, says Carl. Yep, that would be nice.
Things you'd love to see.
Yeah. Jinxie177, thank you for becoming a member, matey. Welcome to the Toon Review family. Thank you for becoming a member. 3-0 Newcastle. Billy says, fucking hell, that's loads, that. Cambridge fans are going to have a blast. Indeed, they are. They're going to have a brilliant day out, and that's what it's all about. That is, it's Real, apparently. Real is the yeah. Well. So, thank you very much again to Nawal for that incredible gesture. I'm getting the feeling that Liam doesn't like Gallagher shots. People that pay subscription. Well, I'm never going to be like that. Listen, I'm thankful for all the donations I get, but I will never just read any comments out that donate or members or anything like that. Everybody deserves to have comments read out that I can actually get through.
And also, I just think everyone offers something a little bit different.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
So I think, we do what we do, they do what they do, and that's everyone does it well. So. Yep,
exactly. Wow, I just converted that. Amazing. Well, okay. I'll tell you what, Danielle, just tell us what you think the score is going to be, and I'll do a conversion just so I can thank him properly.
I think it's going to be 3-0 to us.
3-0.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we'll concede. I think we might see. I don't know about Carl Darlow. Is he going to be fit though? Because I don't think he'll play Dubravka. Because I heard that Carl Darlow unfortunately had COVID for the second time.
Yeah.
And I know obviously the first time around he had it quite bad, didn't he? So I don't know what his situation is. So we may or may not see Carl Darlow. Carl Gillespie maybe if Darlow's not, or Woodman, Freddie Woodman.
I've seen a few in the comments tonight for Freddie Woodman, to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't know what the situation is with Darlow, with him being so ill last time. I don't know how he's got it now. But yeah, I think we'll win 3-0. I'd like to be proven wrong, and I'd like to see Dwight Gale get a goal.
I hope it is Dwight Gale.
Dwight Gale. We've renamed him. You heard it here first. Yeah, I'd like to see him get a goal. I'd like to see Miggy get a goal. I think it's a game for Miggy. I really do.
Could be. By the way, that donation from Nawaf converts into £433. So
wow.
Thank you so much for that.
So much.
That is so kind. Absolutely incredible generosity. Thank you so much. Just incredible. Your guys' generosity out there just blows my mind. It really does. I mean, it just blows my mind. 7-0 as well. Hopefully 4-0, 6-0, a hat-trick for Longstaff. Guys saying 590 quid. It's not, it's 433. Billy's worked it out as well. So
fantastic. Thank you so much.
Listen, whatever it is, it's just an incredible gesture. And God, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, really, for that. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think Dave's family are just going to be totally blown away.
Well, it just means we can get something incredibly nice for him. That there is no doubt about that, and maybe something that we can, not just for the funeral, but something that we can get to remember him by as well. Something really special.
That would be lovely.
That's what it's all about. Great show, says Julie. So happy to have our Danielle back.
Thanks, Julie. Hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, everybody applauding Nawaf for that incredible gesture. And I'm sorry, but those who think that the Saudis are, I'm sorry, but that generosity is incredible. And
thank you so much.
Incredible stuff. George Brown, thanks for the £6.10.
Amazing. It'll never end.
6-1 to the Toon. The channel is always quality, mate, and you have loyal support here. Thanks, George. Unbelievable. Honestly, it gets you emotional when you see just how lovely people are. And they're really nice people. I'm controlled. I know I'll get a slap in the face So I'm not, but that's that's what it's all about. That's what this channel is all about. It's a big family.
It is. We're all there for each other.
And that's how I see this channel. It's a family. And I've met some wonderful, wonderful people through it. And I know social media can get a bad rap. Sometimes there is some poisonous people on there, but we all know the good people.
And also, I just want to say thank you to you, and to Jason, and to all the other podcasters that have given me the opportunity to meet Dave, because I probably would never have met him if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much, because my life has been so rich with him in it. So from me to you, thank you very much.
Without a doubt. Nawaf's just donated the exact same amount again, saying that's for Dave and his family. Nawaf, that is just beyond anything. I'm speechless, absolutely speechless. That is incredible. I mean, the generosity.
Donna's going to be Dave's daughter. Donna's going to be.
It's just going to be. I mean, the generosity is incredible. Everybody, Michael Marsden, who's donated so much this week as well. Everybody it doesn't matter how much, really. At the end of the day,
it doesn't matter. It's the act.
It's the act and what it means. It's just incredible. We can do something lovely for the funeral. Yeah, we can get something just to remember him by as well, which like a memorial, something for him that will be special to me and Danielle and Jade as well. To be honest, we can
somewhere
get
that we
really
can
special.
go, somewhere where we can go and sit with him for a bit and stuff. Yeah,
undoubtedly. Geordie Ian says, lovely to see you back, Danielle. Another great show, as always, to you both. Thank you. Kendo says, looking forward to a few more big signings to wipe the smirks off a few pundits' faces. Yeah. Norvik says 5-0 to the Toon. Matt says, Dave was the most amazing guy. Wishes family and friends my condolences. I'm doing dry January, says Tony. Good luck with that. 4-0, says Julie. 3-0. Another $20 is coming from Barbara. Thank you very much. Or 20 euros. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Love the show, Paul, and great to have Danielle back. R.I.P. King
so
Dave. Tony wants to see Anderson. Nawaf says, you've thanked me enough with your great channel, mate. Passion and love to Newcastle. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Thank you so much.
So amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
The big right hand. I love some of these usernames. 11 Nout. Why not? Love 11-0. I'd love it, Danielle. I'd love it. Yes. Ian says, great show, Paul. I reckon 3-1 to the Toon. People saying thank you now. If I really just cheers, folks. Best stream, best team. All hail to the king. Thanks, Kendo. Saudi people are great as Abs. They are. The ones I've spoken to have been absolutely lovely. Well done, Days. We'll definitely appreciate generosity as well as everyone over the last few days.
Absolutely, of course.
The score will be 48k. That's the crowd. Right. Yeah, 48 Newcastle fans. 5. Yeah. I'm thought. Hang on a minute. The maths at this time of night, surely not. 5-0 NUFC with a hat trick from Clark in his last game. Jesus, I think that's a bit.
Anything could happen.
Yeah. Barry says, thank you, Paul, for explaining why Dave passed away. You two guys are doing it great together. Dave, R.I.P. I wonder what they'll start calling us again, Danielle, because
Christ knows.
Me and Dave were starting to get little and large and Morecambe and Wise and all this stuff. And, Caitlin used to come on and say hello large and not so large and stuff like that. So no doubt we'll get a combo name eventually again, but we'll let the viewers decide on that,
let's do that.
But it has to be a clean and nice name, by the way.
Yeah.
Average Gamer says, hope you guys have had a brilliant show and Danielle hasn't ranted.
That's Miley.
It is.
He must be on his way home from work, bless him.
Yes, and Danielle hasn't ranted, so I think he's obviously he's pleased he's coming home to a good mood, Danielle, obviously, and she hasn't gone.
To be honest, I think you'll be in it. I think you'll be happy to walk into a non-crying Danielle this week. But I think you know what he's like. He's got a spot on, so he has to live with it, Paul. That's the only difference. You can press the leave studio and you're gone. Yeah,
listen, you are great together, and you're a brilliant couple. I love you to bits.
He loves you a bit as well.
Jason says, great show again, Paul and Danielle. Thank you very much. Ab says, I love Saudi people so articulate and polite. Indeed they are. Right. Oh, it's my turn to predict the score now. Hang on. Luke says, I bought you a present, Paul. How do I get this bat delivered to your house? You can stick it where the sun
I've
don't
got
shine,
it.
Luke,
I've
actually.
got it. Batman and Robin.
No.
Oh,
You can't be Robin.
I can be anything I want. It's 2022.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Fair enough. God, I stirred the beast there. You see what I mean, guys? She hasn't. It's still there. It's still there. David says, what about a metal bench near to the food bank with a plaque dedicating his life's work? Look, we'll come to something. That's a good idea.
What about a metal bucket with his name on?
Yeah, but you just hit me with that.
Well, that's what he would have done.
Well, that's true. What, so every home game I've got to go walk and whack myself over the head with a metal bucket? Yeah, I think Dave would actually like that. That's a good idea, Danielle, but obviously
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
We'll talk about it off camera. We will come up with something really nice. And hang on, Thomas says, an idea, Paul, maybe have a ribbon made for the funeral with the names of all the people who donated written on it.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Thomas, you're putting work on my shoulders, man. You're putting work. It's a good idea. I know where you're getting at. Listen, Jimmy's in tears, Lush. God, there's just so many. Julie says, our Geordie granddad, look at the love for you. We miss you so much. Long live in our hearts. Susan says, well, thank you, Noaf. Got to say, this is the best fan base ever. It certainly is. Just incredible. Wow, guys, blows away so much kindness in it. Yep, without a doubt. Dave will be happy. He was always happy.
Always?
Yeah.
Even when he was kicking off and ranting, he was always happy doing it.
Yeah, it's like I said to you earlier, Danielle. He has a rant, but in the most articulate and posh way when he used to have his rants.
You go, just go and jog on or something like that, and then he'd be like all lovely about it.
Yeah.
Whereas like when we go, we just go. Do you know what I mean?
I don't. I'm very calm.
I think anybody on there who watches this channel, if you go back to a few
listen, it's heart
videos.
on the sleeve stuff. Everybody knows that,
Mm-hmm.
as you do when you rant. Except you're more scarier. Welshie 76, thank you for the super chat, matey. I might as well. I need more money on my card. Hey, listen, don't worry. That's so kind of you. Would be great if we could make it St James's Park in the summer to have a drink for Dave. We will certainly do that.
We definitely will do that. We definitely will
during the off season. Definitely.
I might treat myself and have a lime and soda. I might go mad.
Yeah, definitely. Julie says, Paul, can we have a new mod, buddy? Cesare. Listen, if Cesare wants the mod, he's welcome to it. Do you think the club would make a small statue for Dave? Would be amazing since he stood there with his bucket so much. Probably not, because it would need council permission, etc., and stuff like that. So,
I don't think he would want a statue.
Nah,
I don't think he would
wouldn't.
Want that.
Nah, he wouldn't,
No.
because he wouldn't want people coming up and kissing his feet all the time.
Well, this is a random question.
I know. A question to Paul and Danielle: how many players from Norway have played in Newcastle?
Well, oh my God, you can almost hear the countdown clock, couldn't you?
Where did Frank Pingle come from? Was he Norwegian or was he Danish?
I don't know. I'm thick. I wasn't good at geography.
Loverkrantz was Danish, wasn't he? He wasn't Norwegian. Thomason? No, he was Danish.
John
as well.
Dahl?
No, he was Danish.
Oh.
I really can't think.
Yeah, this is my new nickname, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Bloody hell, that stumped me. Norway. Do you know what? There's going to be one name that is pretty obvious and we can't get. I don't know.
I don't know, but feel free to educate me, please.
Oh, there we go. Trolls, Beauty and the Beast. Piss off.
Paul's the beauty and I'm the beast.
Oh, why aye. That's exactly what he means, Danielle. Yeah, you know that for a fact. Hinge and bracket. Hinge and bracket. Another one for Beauty and the Beast. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bob.
You know how special a person is by how much you miss them and by how many. Dave was the man. Certainly was.
I think as the week's gone on, I really do miss him so much, but I found like great comfort in just watching him on YouTube, and I'm so thankful that we've got that there, because I thought it would be too much and too painful. But it's really brought us a lot of comfort just to listen to him and to watch him.
It does, and
So-
that's what I mean, both of us have been doing that, and I know a few other people have as well.
Jason
Danny
has,
says, Jason definitely has.
Mhm.
Cambridge fan here. I'm making the long trip up north. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Just hope it's a great game. Hoping for a 2-1 win. Keep your hopes up, mate.
Safe travels.
Yes, safe travels, and enjoy your day out. That's what it's all about. Just enjoy it.
Don't
How
miss the
about
bus
Batman
home.
and Supergirl?
Definitely Batman. I think that's a definitely
Why do I have to be Batman? I hate Bat.
because you know
so
why.
much.
But you know why?
Oh God. Cesare apparently wants to become a mod, so Susan's telling him how to do it.
Oh,
Yeah, all
definitely.
you do is just comment on the video after the show, Cesare, and I'll add you to the mods, mate. Robert, thank you for the super chat. Ronnie Jonsson was from Norway. Played 3 games.
Oh, well, there we
Right.
go.
Well,
Julie, I'm a bit surprised at you, mind, that you didn't know this. You're the quiz champion of
Yeah, I
the
know.
Toon Review family.
Look at that. I'm too shy to go in front of the camera. I'll support from here.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
nah.
my love.
You know, shy. She says shy.
She's not shy.
No,
Not
she's
when it
not.
comes to kicking people out and tell them straight.
No, exactly. Yeah, she's got a bit of Sid Vicious about her, don't you? You mess with Jules, I tell you. Your life, David says Batman and Robin. Caitlin says Little and Large. Will you get lost with your Little and Large?
Well, who's
please?
Little and Large?
Exactly. You'll be little, I'll be large. I've got no doubt about that. Batman and Catwoman. Jesus.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You've got a bat and I've got a cat.
I don't want a bat. I don't want a bat. I've got a golden retriever dog. I don't have a bat. Anyway.
You have a bat. I saw it.
Barbara comes up with a fantastic name for us. Paul and Danielle. There you go.
Oh. I'll get away eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Right, that is the end of the show, guys. I'm going for a 4-0 win on Saturday. I think, to be honest, I think we'll get through it. No problem at all. But it'll be a very interesting game, and we'll just have to wait and see what kind of lineup and what Eddie says in his press conference tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see, and on transfer wise. So do stay. Do knock the notifications on if you are subscribed. Because I could go live at any time just with transfer updates, and certainly if players are announced or things like that. Me and Danielle will be back with a review of the Cambridge game. I'm not sure when it'll be yet. I'll just have to liaise with Danielle and find out a time for that. But keep your eye on the channel for that. And Monday night, I'll be back with the lads for the transfer show at 8 o'clock. Tuesday night, me and thou should be doing the fan forum again.
Me and thou.
Back on the fan forum. So really looking forward to that as well. So lots to look forward to. But if you have enjoyed the show tonight, guys, as normal, please do hit the like button for us. If you have stumbled across this channel and you have enjoyed what you've seen, please consider subscribing. And you can also become a member of the Toon Review. If you hit that join button next to the subscribe, that will take you through that way. But thank you very much, everybody. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you for the marvelous donations tonight. It's blown us away, to be honest. Thank you
The
so much.
It's been amazing. And also, if any of Dave's family are watching, we're really thinking about you.
We are.
We're all standing with you, every one of the family. And of course, just a little message to Dave, wherever you are. I love you to bits.
Yeah, me too. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the review show, hopefully celebrating the Newcastle win and a couple of signings through the door. But until then, guys, have a good night. Take care.
See you later.